Hey guys, it's Jouelzy, and I haven't put up a video all week. Let's explain what's been going on. I'm sure by the title, you know what you're here for. Beyond what's been going on with Black Lives Matter, my life has kind of been a little dun. Since I got in a car accident on June 23rd, I was hit, my car was totaled. I was already sad about that. We roll into the Alton Sterling shooting, which I watched because the video auto played on my Twitter and I just sat in disbelief. And then it was already like, what the blue? I log into Facebook like Wednesday night and there is Lavish Reynolds like holding all her composure together as her boyfriend is like gasping his last breaths with her 4-year-old child in the back seat, and then this police officer with the gun still through the window yelling explicitives at them. And I really just felt so we are talking about the police brutality and what you should really be calling extrajudicial killings. Just realizing how much poor Black people are looked so negatively upon, because when Lavish was like, the cop was like yelling at her and she said, "No worries, sir." You know, when I say no worries, I say no worries because I don't want you to perceive me in a certain way. I'm not trying to be a sassy Black girl. I'm not trying to bring any of your stereotypes, any of your negative pejoratives against Black women. I'm not trying to let you have any of those. And in a moment when her boyfriend is like dying, she says, "No worries," because she knows where this video is going and she knows how people will tear her apart because they are going to perceive her as a poor Black woman. Emotionally, it was already super heavy for me. It's like, yo, I'm trying to change how I perceive the world, how I perceive people. I'm trying to change how we are perceived. I go to the Black Lives Matter march because I live in downtown Dallas. And I felt like maybe somebody had like a better way of articulating it or had the magical answer. And I was feeling so helpless. And so I walked to Bellow Park. And I went to the Black Lives Matter campaign. I just embraced how beautiful it was to see all these diverse Black people and white people and Latino people, and to see all these families, to see a little boy in the Black Lives Matter shirt with his hands up, don't shoot, and how beautifully sad that was. And then I understand that I'm going to have to commit a part of my life in order to find this change that so many people are going to sit at home and criticize over. Like, I was already hurt around the way Black folk were talking. I ain't even that upset with white folk this go around. White folk, actually, I've been like pleasantly like, okay, maybe I just have great taste in white people because all white people on my Facebook timeline have been acting right. I was already sad about the respectability politics, about how many Black people were taking this opportunity to further castrate us into being the perfect victim and telling us what we could do better to become the perfect victim. And of course, racing Black women and all these things that it's just like Black folks still don't get. But you know what? We don't always have to agree to start change. I mean, let's not act like everybody in 1964 agreed with each other. Bruh. It's the end of the march and they had just finished speaking at the courthouse, and the guy was like, you know, protesting does not make solutions. Make sure you come to community meetings, you stay invested in the community, and pair off to make sure everyone gets home safe. And we were walking back up Commerce Street, and then boom, like that, the air gets snatched out of it. People started running. I was with the KG Lifestyle. She kind of looked at me and was like, "Come on." And I turned around and I started, well, you know, first of all, I run like a duck. Yes, this, like, haha, like I am a Delta, so it works. And then also I'm like the fastest, slowest runner ever. Like, I be running mad hard, going nowhere, slow as fuck. So I was like, where am I running to? Like, what's happening? Like, if somebody's running after us, I'm already dead. So at least let me catch it. Like, let me broadcast what's about to happen. So I turned around and bust my phone out and hop on Snapchat. Because, you know, I'm a millennial narcissistic. And yes, if I was to die at the hands of a gun, I would broadcast that. Absolutely. You gonna know I am going to control my narrative. So I turned back around, and at first it felt like it was a fight. And then all of a sudden I hear like, bloop, 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 bloop. Like I hear the guns just going off. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, no. Like, wait. I'm really experiencing a mass shooting. Like a moment in American history. I am right here, right now, experiencing it. I still don't know how to process it. In one moment, we were having a peaceful protest. I felt some of the helplessness like kind of sift away. I felt like I had a very, very small piece of solace, and 5 police officers are now dead. The idea that somebody could easily access that many guns, stockpile and plan, and even the police who are armed and trained to stop the bad guy could not stop this sniper or this attack. They couldn't stop it. Like, think about that. Part of what's really sad for me is that people are now going to use this as a reason to not participate in protests. This amplifies the criticism that comes from the people that like to benefit from the sacrifice but don't want to participate in the sacrifice. And on the flip side, I'm already mourning the idea that as black people we don't have a right to just be humans and to live. And now I feel like I have to exert extra humility to show proof of my mourning for the police who lost their life. Like, why is this my duty when nobody even mourns the passing of my people? And I'm looking at people that were there. Like, there was this one girl who was part of this organization. I was going to look into it, and I looked into it. She had a video on Facebook. She stayed around when the shooting happened, and she was videotaping it like, look at this pig laying on the ground. Look, he got the pig. That, like, what does that do? What does that do? But why do I want to spend time chastising her? Like, am I feeding into respectability politics? Like, there's all these thoughts going through my head, and it's just not, there is no answer. I feel like the idea that we hold on to such a loose interpretation of the Second Amendment, the civilians nor the police could stop them. They had to get a robot with a bomb attached to it. And the kind of chaos that was incited, both through the negligent reporting that has come out of this, blasting pictures of innocent people all over the internet as supposed suspects, stylizing Micah Johnson's name as Micah X Johnson when his middle name is simply just Xavier. Violence does nobody any benefit. I will never condone violent acts. It doesn't even make sense to shoot on the Dallas police. Like, all it does is incite chaos. It pushes the violent to become more violent. It pushes our government to become more militarized. And it weighs us down with negative stereotypes and justifying this aggressive approach that the police have been taking. No, I don't believe it was one shooter, but I absolutely don't believe that this was some strategic plot done by the police. I don't understand. there's so... Bruh. I literally texted my homegirl the other day, like, did I really experience a mass shooting? Like that? Like, to say it sounds heavy, but it feels so empty. This is just something that's now part of the American experience, and I feel so sad that at any moment I can't trust that this piece is real, that my safety is authentic. I'm gonna be back this week with some videos. I meant to do a Pop Snark will be at the end of the week. I'll be in Seattle because I finally had my court case. Hopefully that will lift some weight off of me. But I'll have some more videos this week dealing with the Black Lives Matter. I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.